Hey guys, I am John Carrick, author of Legacy of a Mad Scientist and The Legend of Ashley Fox. Today, we have 100 Bullets 83, June of 2007, almost 20 years ago, 18 years ago. It is actually May 30th. It's going to be June in about 10 minutes. So I'm recording this pretty late. I love this cover here. Look at these skulls we've got going on. And this is Dave Johnson, written by Brian Azzarello, illustrated by Eduardo Risso. The cover is by Dave Johnson. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. Let's see how much of this we get. It's late. Probably too late. Echo's not coming. I guess I knew that. Still I came. I'm where I'm supposed to be. She told me we'd meet here when the job was done. When's that now? Know when to walk away. Know when to run. Here he is hiding behind a pillar in ancient Rome. Now that's the Kenny Loggins Gambler song. Know when to walk away, know when to run. But this is spelled N-O, not K-N-O-W. Written by, whoa, clumsy hands. So yeah, written by Brian Azzarello, illustrated by Eduardo Risso. Colors by Patricia Mulville, letters by Clem Robbins. Cover by Dave Johnson. Assistant editor KCCS editor Will Dennis. I've got kind of a strange setup tonight with the Shure SM7B microphone connected to my Apollo Twin. It's all plugged in. I had this set up in 2019 for audiobooks and then had to take it all down. Now I have rebuilt. Well, I haven't rebuilt. There's still a lot of work to do. But I did kind of quiet this room down a bit, lined the walls with towels and blankets. And yeah, let's see how this goes tonight, okay? This is a new thing for all of us, right? All right, so, okay, mullet head, give it up. Now, are these supposed to be Italians or Japanese? These guys may or may not have been working with Claudio, or these might be the Japanese that he was talking about. Claudio just got his brains blown out. So these guys pointing guns at Ronnie Rome, who has the painting and the money. No one's seen the money. Apparently it got stolen from him. Then he got it back. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. He was with Echo, but we never saw what happened after he was with Echo because it cut off to some stuff about Agent Shepard, who's dead. So Agent Shepard really doesn't matter. So this guy, he looks Italian to me. Okay, mullet head, give it up. You do speak English and Italian, French, some Russian, Mandarin. What the fuck is this? Echo didn't say nothing about Claudio taking no bullet. This is how she plays? So he thinks these guys are working with Echo? And they look at each other. No, America. This is how we play. And that is, I'm just realizing right now, Echo's dress. And they smash him in the face, and then they start kicking him and beating him. They grab his jacket, and he ducks out of it. Really quick, but he takes his gun. Now, don't shoot. You might hit the painting. What the fuck? You're alive? I'll blow a hole in it. Let's not get hasty, Ronnie. So that's Claudio. Claudio then gets blasted in the nose with the gun. There's a lot of moving parts in this one. I think this one needs more. I think this story needs more. Needs more time, needs more love, needs more scenes. I need to see more of what happens. I want to see more of what happens. That's the best thing you can get from an audience, is an audience who wants more. But if you don't give it to them, if you don't know what you're not supposed to give to them, remember, you don't learn anything from winning. Winning teaches you nothing. It's the losing that teaches you what the audience wants. It's the failures where you learn where you're going wrong. So he grabs the painting. Hey, these guys are getting on their scooters. What do you think you're doing? He grabs his scooter. Give me my money. At least we had a deal. I dropped my gun and gunned the engine. I had no way of telling what happened to Echo. Only one place to find out. So did he lose his gun? His magic gun from Agent Graves? Now, are the guns only magic in the United States, or are they magic worldwide? That's some fucking pull if Graves has magic bullets that are magic worldwide. Every government in the world? That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot. And how did he get a gun into Italy anyhow? A magic gun? Did he fly with it? Does TSA fucking overlook that shit? Sleep okay? Not really. Sorry to hear that, Dizzy. What I'd like to hear is what we're doing here, Agent Graves. One I thought you'd like to be a part of. Gonna tell me who that attaché is for? You'll know soon enough. Look at this. The jet streaking through New York. Now, since this book started, the Twin Towers fell. And look at the two towers right here. What is that? What cathedral is that? I don't know. I'm guessing they're in New York. But wow, isn't that symbolic? Did Shepard ever mention he grew up around here? He came from money, huh? Hardly. This neighborhood used to live up to the name, Hell's Kitchen. You're kidding. I'm not. But about 15 years ago, they put in new cabinets, granite counters, hardwood floors, stainless steel appliances. A real gut rehab. You been to Colorado? No. Why would he ask her if she's been to Colorado? Graves knows everything about Dizzy. He knows where she's been with Agent Shepard. And here's the big problem with all of this. We didn't get any of the lessons that Agent Shepard taught Dizzy. That's what comics are about. Those lessons, those stories. And we did not get those. We've only heard over and over and over again that Shepard taught Dizzy a lot. Dizzy didn't learn nothing from nobody. She's a know-it-all bitch. She was that moment she went to jail. Most gangbangers are. And maybe that's presuming a lot, but that doesn't change the fact that we didn't get any of those lessons. It's a beautiful country, regular blight on the landscape. We're going there when we finish this mission. I love this fucking limo car right there. Our flight's at 4:30. What? More L-cuts. This won't take long, Dizzy. What is this, Agent Graves? A funeral for a friend. So now this is an L-cut, and we have cut back in time. That is Shepard looking in on someone who got hurt. Looks like someone who got beat up while they were in the bathroom with baseball bats. And he's mad, right? And we know that Shepard killed someone named Charlie Owens, but we don't know why. Click. The hell are you doing here? Looking for a murder weapon? Try the kitchen. Oh, yeah? Yeah, in the stove. Put on the gas first. Ha! That's a good idea. So Curtis slams Shepard's head under the fucking counter. I told you, Graves, his friends don't know shit can connect this motherfucker to Charlie Owens' corpse. Seems they don't know a lot about our boy here. Tight-lipped. This is another interesting thing happening here. Curtis was in the opening stories. His son Loop is now Minuteman, and Curtis obviously had Shepard's job before Shepard. Shepard got it after him, and Curtis got retired the way people get retired from other jobs, not the way assassins get retired. Curtis got pushed out for being incompetent, maybe being a drunk, maybe being an addict. Tight-lipped when he wants to be. I think you mean when he has to be. Am I right, Sergeant Shepard? I've been discharged from the Corps. Graves, is it? Agent Graves. Agent of what? An organization, one you don't know of, but knows of you. That discharge, in your words, why? I was a bad soldier. Nice. Still protecting the men under you and those above. I admire that. It's a quality I can use. This is bullshit, Graves. So a couple things I'm seeing on this page, right? Hoodies were not big in 1971, 1973. That we're talking about the end of Vietnam. He had to be a sergeant. He had to get drafted. To be a sergeant, you got to be in for 4 to 6 years, maybe 3. Maybe get a battlefield promotion even in Vietnam in 3 years. But he wouldn't be wearing a hoodie. He might be wearing Converse, maybe. Maybe Connie's would be in the 70s, but they would still be really, He's dressed very, very modern for the early 70s. This is bullshit, Graves. I like Curtis Hughes, but he's a tool. Remember, a lot of these characters are just tools. And sometimes it's obvious. Here we get Graves saying, Curtis, it should be my fucking job. You ain't got a better man in the field than me. So Curtis is already getting jealous. He wants to do all the work. No, I don't, but that's all I'm good for. Field work. Ain't it, boss? I don't make the rules, Curtis. Since when? You're lucky, Shepherd. You can hide what you are that scares him. So this sentence, this is a little hard. Now what is this? Is this racism? Is this Curtis being sensitive because he's black and he thinks they only use him for violence? Is this Curtis being sensitive because Africa is a fucking shit continent and doesn't have Wakanda? If Africa had Wakanda, the whole world would be fucking different, but it doesn't. And that's why Africans are assholes, because their fucking ancestors didn't do shit. And now we have to fucking deal with it all the time, these sensitive fucking pricks. You're lucky, Shepherd. You can hide what you are. That scares them. I'll leave you two alone. So whatever the fuck. We're Nazis. We're Vikings. You're fucking savages. Huh. So from that little scene, I take it I'm being recruited for something? Yes. I love how the black in this we don't often get inset panels in 100 Bullets. That's not true. Obviously, we do often get them. But I really like how this particular one works with the blacks, how he's sitting down. I'm listening. So am I. First, Charlie Owens. The coroner estimates over 70 blows to his head. Figures his skull fractured, then collapsed, then was pulverized against the pavement. That's like some Negan shit right there, right? Like that's some baseball bat. Fucking Walking Dead. Why'd you do it? Did I? NYPD believes you did. Do they? No proof, there's no proof, right? Great art. Great art. Great art. Great colors. Good job on the bricks, Patricia. Good job on the tiles. Good job on everything. I also love the really saturated colors. I love Sierra Browns. Saturation is everything. And desaturation is just as important. You really got to know what you're doing when it comes to colors. Colors are everything. As do I. But there's no proof. No why. No how. No kidding. All I will say is, Charlie got better than he gave, in my opinion. Now, about this job offer. This is an L cut. This is nice, your ad here. That's fucking clever. That's fucking clever. And I want to know what that phone number goes to. That's fucking awesome. I need a new suit. Figured this job was going to be a slice of cake. A simple transaction and a few days for myself for sightseeing and shopping. I didn't foresee any problems, or making any, or being one. Because I'm a problem solver. Even when I was a kid. Between my ma and my angry old man, my brother, my ma, and or my angrier old man, I always made it nice, like a fucking pork chop hotel maid. I left mints on the bed after I smoothed it out. But now, this is my bed. Fuck the mints. Ronnie's giving it out, right? How many of us are at our peak? How many of us know when we're at our peak? Ugh. Grabs the gun. Listen up, you mooks, I'll kill him. Marta, Marta, Marta. Mincha, what the fuck? Ronnie, you kill that man, you go to jail. You have the painting? Where's my money, Ronnie? The money? My coat. So where's his coat? What happened to his coat? Why'd you fake like you was dead? Americans, everyone has to die with you. That gun, it's not even loaded. Look, Ronnie, it's business, that's all. Them Jap gangsters, that's what they think? Gangsters, they work in the market selling fruit. Let me tell you something. When shit is for sale, it's only worth something when it's for sale. When it's sold, it's shit again, capiche? I hope this is working because I'm not really talking towards the microphone and I think it's going to fuck things up. It's hard to read and talk at the same time. It's hard to read at the microphone when I'm looking away from it. I want to buy an Italian suit. Yeah, stay out of the boutiques. Fucking Armani, Brioni, Prada, all made in China now. Fucking pig Chinese. I know a tailor. Best in Roma. He'll measure you, show fabrics, sew it to order. He made these. They fit nice, no? I want a big suit, tan, wide shoulders with thin, high-notched lapels. Is that like a zoot suit? A big suit, I understand. In fact, pay me what you owe me and the suit is on me. I'll take care of everything. He's had time to tape up his nose. Will you? Same way you took care of Echo? I had a deal with her. So did I. More than once. Everyone gets what they want, Ronnie. Sometimes that's only what they deserve. Someone pulls up in a car. Vroom. Italian cars, right? It's a taxi. Claudio, you fucking bastard. She spits and then shoots. Ronnie, let's go. So Echo Memoria just killed Claudio, and she's wearing Ronnie's jacket. Did that dog hurt you, darling? God damn, Echo, I thought you were dead, or worse. Do I look dead? Jesus, baby, what happened? How can I know? The cheat, Claudio, he and his underlings must have jumped me when I left your hotel. They knocked me out from behind. Feel the bump? Left me naked in a toilet. They took my dress. Will you buy me another? Not sure I want to do that. This is hilarious. Echo is such a tool, right? Like, she is the ultimate femme fatale, but in a lot of ways, the story... See, this is where, if we had cut out the whole Shepherd bit and given us more of this, I'd be happier. Now, the payoff for Shepherd is nice. The payoff for Shepherd is worth it. But it could have been an issue by itself. This part of 100 Bullets is not doing the braided storylines or twisted storylines very well. Braided storylines only work, or twisted storylines, when there's overlap. And there's no overlap between this Dizzy Graves story and this Ronnie and Echo story. You got to have the crossover to make it interesting. And then when you do have the crossover and it works really well, then it's really, really clever. And the audience really, as an audience member, that's what I really appreciate. So I can only speak for myself. Please, kiss me. Echo's Italian, I guess. My baby, we have the art and the money. And now hell has Claudio. Echo, how did Claudio know where I was supposed to meet you? And she pulls the gun out and points it at him. So Ronnie maybe doesn't make it. Curtis continued working for me off and on, and then off for good. So that's Graves saying that line right up here, Holcomb Rucker basketball courts. Think about how important that is. That's fucking important. Curtis continued working for me off and on, and then off for good. How many stories do you know about where an assassin gets out of being an assassin and he gets to retire to running numbers for a mob boss in New York? How often does that fucking happen? Training men for a job he was more than qualified for became too bitter a pill. Something I regret. That's hard to believe. Why? I don't think you regret a thing. I think when shit happens, you blame it on those it happened to. Really? What about those attachés? Why do I give people the opportunity to write the shit that happens to them? Guilt ain't the same as regret, Agent Graves. Shepherd, he taught me a lot. Click, click. Okay, so I get that this is a profound moment, and I get that it's a profound moment for Graves and Dizzy, but it's not a profound moment for me. I don't give a fuck. I didn't get any of the lessons that Shepherd supposedly taught Dizzy. I didn't get any of the lessons that Graves supposedly taught Shepherd. As an audience member, neither did you. I've been right here with you. We've read all all 82 of these. Shepard didn't teach Dizzy shit. He sent her to Paris to talk to Branch, and that was it. That was all. To our friend here, Joseph Shepard, may he rest in peace, in the place that gave him the most. This is fucked. No, it isn't. Come on. And it is kind of fucked, right? Graves just emptied a briefcase of ashes onto a fucking city basketball court. I do love that they put in the chain link. It's interesting that they let the chain link fill in the background. It does take up so much space. It does take up so much space in your mind. Chain link blots out the sky. It blots out the trees. It blots out everything on the other side of it. It's like there's nothing outside of it. It's like a cage. It really is. So, Shep, he ever tell you how he killed that Charlie guy? No, never. He got away with murder. Without my help. I still don't know how. You know, he didn't really like jazz. The end. And, okay, I get it, but I don't care. I get it, but I don't care. I'm supposed to care, and I don't. And that is a failure on the writer's part. It's never a failure on the reader's part. And if you guys checked out my books and you didn't care, that's my fault. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I'm supposed to make it so that you can't turn away. That's my job. All right, let's see how this is working for the audio, and let's see what happens. All right, talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.